Hey guys, what's up? It's Anthony Dezette with eXp Realty, and you are here listening to Explaining the Cloud. This podcast is based on the company eXp Realty, and I'm here to give you guys some information. So whether you're here to learn more about the company, find out some more information about real estate, we're definitely here to help you. So it's going to be a breakdown. It's going to be a series, I guess you could say, for our podcast. We have a few episodes coming out, and all of them are going to be introducing the different things and unique differences that eXp Realty has. You know, we refer to it as an eXp Explained, so keep a lookout. We have a lot of different classes we do around town, maybe in your city, depending on where you're at. And if you don't have one going on, contact me. You can reach me at anthony.dezette@exprealty.com. Reach out to me. I'll get you in touch with an agent in your city. You can find out more, maybe sit through a one-on-one session or a group session for eXp Explained. So this is the introduction. Again, this is going to be a series of podcasts, so I'll keep going for you. We're going to cover in this podcast, who we are, a little bit about the business, and maybe we'll touch upon the business models and a few other things. So how do we make it here today? What is eXp Realty? How did it start? So I'll tell you the basis of it was an idea from a gentleman named Glenn Sanford. He's our founder and CEO. And I'll tell you, years and years and years ago, this gentleman thought about an idea of having a real estate company in the cloud. And when I say, a few years ago, I mean 10 years ago. So think about that, guys. It's 10 years ago, this gentleman thought about having a real estate company where there was no offices. Really different thinking. It's really kind of, even to this day, still trying to talk to people about the model and tell them about it. People are still stuck on the brick and mortar theory. People are still stuck on the fact that they think they need to go into an office. And I can tell you from experience, I've had offices all throughout the city of New Orleans where I was primarily based, and I shut them down because I meet a lot of agents and talk to them about this great company and attract a lot of agents too. And I'll tell you, probably half of them tell me they don't want to come to the company because there isn't an office. So at one point I said, you know what? I'm going to open an office in downtown New Orleans. And oddly enough, myself and one other agent would show up to that office every day and work out of about 15, 20 agents. So I get it. It's a concept that's still unique. But the fact is we have great companies out there that are all cloud-based. Uber, Netflix, Amazon. These companies are out there and they're succeeding at a high level. And this is a real estate company disrupting that business too. So, Mr. Sanford started this company years ago. 10 years ago, to be exact. He was selling real estate at a high level at another national franchise, and he just thought about something outside the box, and here we are today. He believed that not only this is just a virtual company, it's in the cloud. And by the way, the cloud, we'll talk about that in future podcasts. The eXp world is amazing. We have over 400 employees that you can reach, talk to, meet with, and have a problem solved in no time. And I'm talking in no time. So with that said, let me give you a little timeline. 2009, eXp Realty is founded. Totally different thinking. From what I understand, I heard the first version of eXp World. I haven't had a chance to see it, but it's really blocky. It almost looked like little Lego figures walking around and whatnot. And you got to think about it. 10 years ago, we barely had iPhones. 2010, the company kind of goes into 11 states, starting to catch a little momentum. 2011, it's winning different Real Trends awards, and it's grown since then. I can tell you, I got in 2.5 years ago. Back when I got in, there was barely 2,000 real estate agents, and now we're about to crack 25,000 real estate agents. But over the course of the time that I've been in too, the company has really exploded. One, we've expanded into multiple countries. We're in Canada right now. 2014, we launched into Canada. 2013, the company went public. Guys, I want you to understand when you're looking at eXp Realty as a potential option for your career or the office or the business or the real estate company you join, you got to realize we truly do have agent ownership in this company via stocks, which is a really neat thing. You can check that out on any stock ticker, EXPI. Okay. From there, they've implemented many different things, such as an icon agent. Definitely, Glassdoor has given us a ton of awards. eXp World Holdings, is now opened up in all 50 states. So you got to look at this. The longevity of this company, it's growing. This is just a small breakdown of what's going on with it. I want to touch upon the growth. I can tell you, I got in in March of 2017. At that time, we barely had 2,000 agents. And guys, as we speak, going into 2020, we're close to approaching 25,000 agents. I was told at eXpCon this year that we are averaging 500 agents a week onboarding this company. Now, I get it. You're thinking, hey, too many, too big, what's going on? But the neat thing about that, this company is growing. It's catching fire in a sense. It's almost going viral or social. People are joining. It's got a lot of cool things. People don't join a real estate company just because other people are joining. There's obviously a lot of things right here that are going on with this company that people see are worthwhile. You know, I want to touch upon the core values of this company because I think every business has a mission statement, core values, and this company's done very well with that. It's a platform that we all work together, and it's really one of the first times in a while that I feel like I can collaborate with almost anybody across the country. You know, some of the core values are community, being a good neighbor, creating a sustainable legacy. Really think about that. This is a real estate company without a footprint. It's not creating any resources, other than obviously virtual. Services, making positive changes in the community and local community. Sustainability, collaboration, transparency, integrity. Look, you heard these with all the other companies. One of the core values that stands out to me is innovation. We have won many awards for innovation, doing these things differently. But I love the statement tied down to this core value. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. Really cool stuff. We've invented quite a few things, and in this podcast, you're going to hear about the other amazing things that this company's large and growing really quick with. Having fun and being agile, force chaos and change to survive and grow. Love it, love it. So, you got who we are. I mean, if I didn't answer the questions or you still have some concerns, again, reach out to me. You can message me here. You can look me up online. I could answer any question you want for it. But break down our business model a little bit. So right now, as we stand, we have the innovation is always happening. eXp Realty is innovating in the real estate brokerage space like no other one has. The really neat thing is that we're being compared to companies like Netflix, Amazon, and Uber. And they tell the story. Years and years ago, Blockbuster had the chance to buy Netflix, and they turned it down. And you guys all know the story right now. So that's a big thing. Blockbuster was a brick and mortar, phenomenal product, did their thing for a long time. Netflix come along, innovated something different, industry disruptor, boom, gone. Circuit City with Amazon. I mean, Circuit City was a big retail outlet. You still have other ones out there, Best Buy. It comes down to customer service. Look, a technology is not going to disrupt an industry, but the service and the people in it will. So that's the things that you need to look at and see when you change. One brokerage, it's not a franchise. Okay, so I want to break that down a little bit. This is the only brokerage that's actually licensed in all 50 states. Yes, you heard that correctly. Don't know if you know what that means, but if all these other companies are independent franchises, they're all independently owned and operated. We are one brokerage. And the neat part about that is that you can almost, not using your real estate license in a state, you can function and work and adapt and grow a team in all 50 states, plus Canada, plus the UK, plus Australia. So the thing with a typical franchise, you kind of confined. We see it with other real estate companies right now, such as Keller Williams. You're confined to that market. Can you open up into another market? Can you go into this part of town and sell? Absolutely. But the fact is, once you cross that line, you pay another fee. Okay? With eXp, you don't pay that fee. I currently have my real estate team in Houston, New Orleans, Shreveport, Louisiana, Miami, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia. And I pay one fee for all those teams. So think about that, you guys who have expansion teams and different things looking to go that route. Okay? With your typical franchise, it's costly overhead, desk fees, franchise fees. I know, I was in an office. I had fees all the time. Locally confined. The great thing about Keller, what I loved about it is the large national network. But still in your business, you're locally confined. Limited tools and technology, a lot of other companies like that, and inconsistent growth incentives. With eXp, you're in a cloud campus. You can legitimately log in, speak to your team, go to classes, speak with support, agent services, anything you need is readily available at your fingertip with 400 plus employees. Another amazing thing about the cloud campus, we have live training nonstop. And it's sometimes 10 to 20 classes a day. Live, interactive training with some of the best real estate agents and coaches in the world. Guys, I don't know how what level of importance you see to that, but I could tell you, being in the business for almost 15 years, I traveled a lot. I went to Colorado, Maryland. I flew all over the country for specific trainings. It was funny because I just got invited about 6 months ago to go do a podcast in Washington, D.C., and I quickly realized I hadn't flown a plane in almost 2 years, which is oddly enough, I haven't been on vacation, but can go on kind of hard work in this model right here. But the fact is, I didn't have to travel for anything other than vacation, obviously. But I haven't been to a training outside of my desk on my computer in a very long time, which I thought was really interesting. You know, we got real-time support, legitimately. If you guys want to see, when I say real-time support, you know, contact me. I'll get you into eXp World, and we can talk to somebody almost instantly. 400 employees waiting to help you out. It's amazing. It really is. And international collaboration, we're all over the world and growing. I got some really cool, we'll talk about another podcast, but I got some really cool information about the next few companies that eXp Realty is going in. And guys, look at this. If you know somebody in England, Australia, anywhere in the world, let's get talking to them, because there's an opportunity for them to make a lot of money and grow with this company. We got powerful equity opportunities. You know, I mentioned stock. The stock is absolutely amazing. You can grow huge with that. So look, a little bit about the cloud campus. I know we're going to talk about eXp World, and we're going to talk about some of the business model. But our cloud campus is amazing. Again, no desk fees. Obviously, it's virtual. Okay? You can work from anywhere. Pretty much anywhere in the world you can work from. You know, cut the overhead back, brick and mortar costs. We have no expenses as far as brick and mortar. No electricity, no water, nothing like that. Think about that, guys. The money saved in this company. That's why one of the things that we have, which is great, is our revenue share. And when you have a model like we do, you can share the income with your agents versus sharing the profit. You know, no leases, no expensive leases. Everything's paperless. I mean, you can choose to still print out paperwork and do all those fun things like you normally do, but everything in our system is absolutely paperless, and the training's instant, you know? So with that said, talking about the training, you know, we have more than 40 hours a week of live training. I can tell you that's probably a little outdated. We're probably somewhere around 60 to 80. And back to, you can learn from some of the biggest producers, biggest real estate agents, biggest coaches in the industry. And just want to note, these guys will be on the podcast soon. I got people lining up right now to stay tuned with that, because I got some great people coming on to talk to us about eXp. Hey guys, what's up? It's Anthony DeZette with eXp Realty, and you are here listening to Explaining the Cloud. This podcast is based on the company eXp Realty, and I'm here to give you guys some information. So whether you're here to learn more about the company, find out some more information about real estate, we're definitely here to help you. So it's going to be a breakdown. It's going to be a series, I guess you could say, for our podcast. We have a few episodes coming out, and all of them are going to be introducing the different things and unique differences that eXp Realty has. You know, we refer to... All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. You know, you heard a lot of great things about eXp Realty. Stay tuned. We got more podcasts in this series coming, and you're going to learn about great things about eXp Realty. Thank you for checking out Explaining the Cloud.